Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am the Butterlord and today we are playing Castlevania for the NES. It's the second day of October and I'm ready to get some spooky energies going. So let us begin with not exactly a horror game, but a classic in spookiness. It's definitely got that classic Halloween aesthetic. And I'm very excited. A journey into the gothic and macabre. And also an 8-bit. This is probably one of my favorite games on the original NES system. I even have this on an arcade machine in my basement. And I'm very much looking forward to this. Even though this game is brutally difficult. Possibly one of the hardest I've ever played. Stage 1, though, is merciful, at the very least. I'm very much looking forward to this month. I have a lot of games planned, and I'm not going to be able to do everything, and I gotta save some for next year. But I am looking forward to playing at least some for this month. There we go. So, something to note in this game is that hearts are not health. Hearts actually are... Hearts would be comparable to ammunition for your special weapons, which in this case we have the clock, which is a pretty good weapon early game. There we go. So far, we're doing pretty well, I'd say. So each level of the game is separated into, I believe, 3 different stages, technically. So once we go through that door, we enter stage 2, but we're still in level 1. It's a lot set up. But I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. The cross is a screen-clearing weapon. Our watch we have is... it freezes time, which is going to be very useful. Oh hey, we got a pork chop, which we can't actually use, because that's our healing. Did bat fly in from the opposite direction? That's not cool, man. That's fine. I think the fishmen also shoot fireballs, so we gotta be careful of that. Ah, shit. Yeah, the holy water's not a good weapon to have. Really? Well, that's not great, but we have a good amount of hearts, and we have the clock power-up, so the boss of this level shouldn't be that hard to kill. Because the thing is, our hearts don't carry over to each level. So... ah, shit, no! I got the battle axe. Ah. No. Not like this. Oh, come on. Alright. Oh, what? Okay. Go to the far edge, duck. We did it, and on 2 points of health, that was a little tough. I did not enjoy that. No, it wasn't exactly hard, just... I don't know. This is a very difficult game, and I'm probably going to regret this decision to play this by the end of the playthrough. If I get that far. Alright. We got the cross, and the cross is probably the best weapon we could have. Because the thing about that compass, it's not going to work at the end of the game. It gets worse. during the boss fights in the later half, compass does absolutely nothing, or the clock, or whatever it is. Another thing we gotta watch out for is the knockback in this game. Because the knockback will definitely kill us. And that is not good. No. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, we've progressed to the second stage. Okay, yeah. Yep. Ah. Ah. I don't know what it is about the wavy lines. But at least I'm not alone in terms of having issues with enemies like that. Yeah, okay. I believe it's the sign lines. Ouch. Ah, no. I lost everything. Dying in this game is a little bit punishing. Okay. Come on. Okay, we got the long whip. That's good. Okay. This is a safe, so... Okay. Alright, we got it. A little trial and error. That's the thing about old games like this. As much as I love them, they are borderline impossible at points. It feels like it, at least. Mega Man 1's pretty bad about that, but there's a lot of argument over what we consider the hardest NES game. A lot of people, you know, obviously Ghosts and Goblins is up there. Mega Man 1, which I've been covering. I do mean to play that again, it's just I don't know, there's... Why? Why is this giving me so much trouble? No! Die. Alright. To beat this game, I gotta become a Belmont. I have to become the most efficient vampire killing machine. That's... I love this game, but I'm not good at old game. We'll be right back. And we're back. We've gone back to where we were. We've got some weapons. We unfortunately got a knife. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright. So, generally speaking, in terms of Castlevania games, I have not played most of them. I really do enjoy the series. I like it thematically, and I'm very much looking forward to covering the rest of the games at various points whenever I decide to. Definitely for Halloween. Because it's just so spooky. This is not a horror game. It's not a scary game, but it's spooky, and I like that. That's kind of my basis for things like horror games that... There are horror games, obviously. There are games that... And then there are games that have spooky elements. It's kind of like... How would I describe it? Silent Hill is definitely a horror game. 100%. I don't really consider the original Resident... I don't really consider Resident Evil... Shit. Okay. This one part's really kicking my ass. Okay. I don't really consider the original Resident Evil games horror games, mostly because they're kind of laughable and cheesy, but I do like the aesthetic. I like the spooky nature of, you know, zombies and biomutant creatures. I really like that element of the Resident Evil games, and I'm excited to cover those. Aside from that, I've got like that's kind of the thing. I'm not really a horror game fan, but I do like spooky. I like the thematic elements of horror games more than I do the actual horror, which is why I tend to like older ones. Because, like, I think a lot of current stuff they're very narrative-driven games, which isn't a bad thing at all, but I'm not really a narrative game-driven kind of guy, you know. I prefer the gameplay and mechanics or the world, stuff like that, over the actual story. I like a good story, but it's not, to me, like, what I prioritize in a game. I hate this section. Okay, there we go. Okay. So the thing is, I can just destroy the fireballs. But these things are pretty durable. They shoot 2 at a time. What? Okay, that was a little fast. That was a little cheaty. That was a little cheaty of you, game. I'm not okay with that. I don't think that was cool of you. We're getting close to the boss. Okay. We have enough hearts, I'd say, for this. Come on, Medusa. Come on, die. Come on, there. Yeah! We cheesed her to death. Yeah! And I think I'm gonna stop here, because this game is pretty brutal on me, and I've only got 1 life left, and I doubt I'm gonna be able to beat the game like this. I'm probably gonna have to restart off cam. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the month. I'll see y'all next episode. I've been the spooky pumpkin lord. Buttered pumpkin. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.